Yeah, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the South Edition of Phoenix. We get together every week to try and find out ways to try and help each other. When we get together like this, it is a great thing. We had a chance to meet with our East group yesterday in a nice barbecue at Dave's place, which was nice. It was nice to see Penny Lee and Jacqueline there. So glad to see you ladies there, and a lot of other people. We had a couple of visitors too, so that was nice. It's always good when you can incorporate animals in with any meeting where they have the dog and everything. So that was really nice. And yeah, Dave cooked up a nice meal for us and everything. So that was just amazing. I even had parting gifts. So I hope Mike liked the the home brew
Very much
there.
so.
So we'll just get a little idea of how Phoenix has been doing over the last while. First of all, we've got referral wise, it's 281, and BAM's 288. Like, how do you make that up? Every single time when the referrals go up, the BAMs are there, and it's always within like 1% or less, usually less than 1% of it. So when we do more BAMs, BAM is a business activity meetings for those that are watching on Facebook Live or YouTube Live or LinkedIn. We meet each other and we call that a business activity meeting when we can sit down with each other and learn more about each other. And it doesn't have to be about business. In fact, most times it isn't about business. When I meet somebody, we usually talk about their dog, their kids, their new project in the back where they built a new deck or something. And I'm always watching for different things what their work ethic is and what they have a certain quality control. You know what I mean? When someone looks at something and other people think it's fine, but no, that's not good enough. That's the kind of person that I usually like to look at because chances are when we send them a referral, they're going to do the same thing and take care of your clients. That's one of the reasons why getting into a group is really advantageous. Because I used to do it just as a private person in my earlier years, and you send people business and then find out that they weren't as good as I thought, and then I'd get nothing back. Not that I was expecting anything, but it was time and time again that I was always giving. I was always giving, and the person was just simply reaping it in and not even trying. It's not that difficult to look for someone that they could reciprocate. But in a group like Phoenix, this is what we do all the time, and it's really great. The let's share our screen here just to give you an idea of how we are doing. Let's see here. Dum, 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 dum. So this is our home base, pbex.ca, where we're also under phoenixbusinessexchange.com as well. And this is our hub. Our member of the week is Marlon Oneed. He's the operator and owner of the River Lounge right next to the Ramada Inn on Prince of Wales in Ottawa. A great venue if you ever have a wedding, any kind of celebration whatsoever. He is exactly the people that we are looking at and looking for. He's always looking to make people happy, and his dedication is just that joy that someone is having a good time and making sure that everything goes smoothly. Penny Lee once said that when you know that things are going so smooth, that someone's been doing a lot of work for you to get there. It just doesn't happen, like this beauty, this doesn't just happen. It takes a bit. We're doing something every day to try and improve things, and it's always that an enhancement of the quality all the time. If you are a visitor and you're watching, if you'd like to visit one of our chapters, these are the ones that are open. The Bell's Corner is on Monday. We have East Group on Wednesday, and Thursday is, of course, what we're doing today. And just simply press those red buttons, and that'll bring you right into the meeting. The Zoom is already embedded inside the button there, and we also have an after hours group, which we do once a month. Our next one, I believe, is in August. I believe it's August 4th or something like that. And we it's like a mastermind. It's we just meet once a month. There is a little bit of networking there, but it's more about looking at your business and getting your goals all set up. We get the yearly goal, and then every month when we get together, we get our goals set up. And Penny Lee's a master at this. She this is what she does. She does everything from vision boards to this kind of stuff. But she heads this up, and we're so lucky to have her doing that. So if you have a business and you want to get somewhere, you got to look at Phoenix in that way. We have East Trade Winds. Well, that's going to be on break until I believe September, the first Tuesday in September, I believe, Bernie.
September 3rd.
Yeah. I have a meditation class, a free one every Friday. Next one is, of course, July the 12th at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. And we talk about all kinds of things in there. So, check that out. Penny Lee has her class every week, but they're at different times. So here's her schedule, if you ever want to know that. Our East End, we just got together yesterday, so our next one is going to be in a month or so. Personally, the Bell's Corners is meeting next Monday at the High Fives. It's the sport bar on Robertson Road in Bell's Corners. So you're welcome to join us on that one. And it's going to be it's a great time when we can meet each other. In every group, in some way, we meet once a month. We're going to try this for the next while. We did the hybrid on the South group, and it went so well. So we're definitely going to keep it going for all the other groups because it's just so much fun when you can actually meet people. On the 25th of July, there's the South End that are meeting again at the River Lounge, okay? And certainly if you know a lawyer or a naturopath, hairdresser, contractors is what we're looking for. I got another request for a contractor to do some little bit larger work than our norm with a handyman. But anyway, that's the kind of thing we're getting. So it would be nice to give it to a member if we can get someone in. And Bernie, you want to give us an idea of how the golf is going? I mean, we have a couple of weeks left, or a few weeks left before that comes in.
So we have 16 folks, or actually 15 folks signed up for golfers. So we're probably going from shotgun to tee off times at this point. I'm away next week from the 15th to Saturday, so 15th being Monday. So fire in your information. If you have questions, Mike is the great person to have a chat. Looking for any swag. So if you have any promo materials you want to push out that people will pick up. Right now, the count's just under 20, so that might be manageable for swag supplies. Sponsorship still available. Lots of opportunities in that space. And come on in. You can golf. You can drive a golf cart or be a passenger on a golf cart being driven. There you go. You can play. There's clubs that can be rented out at the course. You just have to call ahead of time or borrow some. And it's meant to be fun. Not a we don't need to know who's the best golfer per se. There is something that's put on there right now. Eric Perron is sponsoring the longest drive. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Bernie. Yeah, and it's always great when usually when I golf, it's once a year, and it's usually at this type of an event. It was such a great time last year as well. Just playing golf, just to get out and see and meet people and so on. A lot of new people are coming in. Other stats, we have business of 103,000 so far this year, with 281 referrals, as we had mentioned, and that adds to the 4.6 million plus that we have on business since Phoenix started. 7,300 referrals. That's great. We also have our e-cards, which is an electronic business card, which is very unique to Phoenix. And we give all of our members this as part of their way to be able to go on social media and have it embedded in their email. And any post that I do, I always make sure that my email or my e-card is on there because it has everything. Just to give you an idea, with the way the e-cards are set up, it's basically a synopsis of everything that you do. Okay, your logos are in there, all your social media, all what you're all about, the different ways that you could connect to other members in a real flash. You want to be able to meet somebody or find somebody. Their QR is right there, and if this was on your phone, you can simply exchange this very quickly, and it's just a great way to be able to get to that level where you're doing that. Where are we here? Oh yeah, okay. Let's just so the idea is have all of it at a point where when you have your e-cards, and right now we're at 5,128 clients, potential clients that we're connecting to as a group, and so that's impressive. We always try and get about 10,000 hits for the day, or for the year, I should say. Okay, and that's about it for Phoenix. So let's go right on to our education. Penny Lee, do you have something for us?
Good morning. Of course, I have something. So today I wanted to talk about virtues, four virtues that are really important to consider practicing. These are actually the what makes our character, and our character is what actually helps us determine our destiny. So the more you recognize the potential impact that practicing virtues can have on our life and our business, the more lives open up to new possibilities and to greater joy and fulfillment. So, today I invite you to take time to reflect on the following four virtues of strong positive relationships and how leaders in business and personal life can benefit from these four basic virtues or ideas. So, number one is trust. Trust is assured reliance on the character, ability, strength, or truth of someone or something. And trust is a very important factor when we are referring to one another. It actually complements loyalty and respect and transcends doubt and skepticism. So the energy to stand up to all everyday challenges requires character, competency, and courage. One needs awareness to maintain the clarity of focus, to tell the truth and stay present in what is. Trust that everything happens for a reason and always works out for the best. The second one is respect. It's an act of giving particular attention. It complements dignity and reverence and transcends inconsideration. So remember that we are not alone. We must work collaboratively with our families, our friends, our work peers, our partners, and in a co-creative manner. So we need to walk the talk with perseverance and consistency, and we need to do this together with kindness. What you think about does come about. So respect others' choices and ideas and focus on what you want and what you want to come about, what you want to see to come about. Sorry about that. Kindness. Kindness is the quality or state of being kind, an act of a kind act, pardon me, complements caring and compassion, transcends cruelty and loneliness. We do not need to treat others, treat the folks we are living with or working with, especially family, with ultimate kindness. We do want to treat them with kindness. We can't take others for granted. And I'm sure that some do challenge our patience. However, you must stay connected, transparent, and keep an open heart in all the dealings with people that we care about and that we support and that support us in meeting the needs of everyday life. When we reflect, or excuse me, when negative or difficult situations arise, this is my favorite, kill it with kindness. They totally are surprised. 4, forgiveness. It's the act of forgiving someone or something. But most importantly, and complements freedom, peace, transcends anger and bitterness. Forgiveness is really about self-forgiveness for holding on to an idea that does not support the highest purpose and vision you hold to be true for yourself today, right now. Forgiveness requires an open heart and a willingness to find gratitude, care, compassion, and appreciation for others in the way you interact and complete each other's lives. We need to end the judger that comes from within, the itty bitty shitty committee of our mind thoughts that are never ending. Forgive ourselves to be free of judgment on ourselves. And these 4 concepts will make a world of difference in your daily ritual and how you show up in the world. Most importantly, how you make others feel and what your day feels like at the end of it. Keep an open heart and aligned with your most trusted values. So that's our education for today.
Thank you very much, Penny Lee. Yeah, great reminder. Awesome. And later we're going to have Cremina from Langdon's Flowers, and she's going to be talking about plants. So you really want to stick around for that. So let's get right into our introductions. So let's start with Penny Lee. So what are we doing there, Penny Lee? What's happening?
Yeah, so I've got a few things on the go, but most importantly, I want to remind you to consider if you have friends that are in the LGBTQ plus community, that I do same-sex marriages. And so this is a very common thing. However, sometimes people sit on the fence for a long time, and I absolutely love helping people build relationships. And so, of course, having an opportunity to talk to them about what that might look like. It could be a very simple ceremony. I've got one coming up this weekend, and I am truly honored to be invited to do that ceremony as a wedding officiant. I actually went to see a new venue yesterday in the Hammond area. It's absolutely beautiful. I've done weddings there before, but somebody new has taken it over. And it's a great opportunity. Now, keep in mind, if somebody wants a very simple ceremony, I do have my space right here in my studio where I can do simple signing ceremonies. So keep that in mind when you're talking to friends that might be considering tying the knot. I'm happy to help out. So on that note, I wanted to say thank you to Dave for yesterday. It was wonderful. It was great to see people in person. I actually have ongoing business with Susan Ebbs. I also have a meeting tonight with Cindy Little, who I believe is part of the digital community. So Wendy had referred a bride to me, which you already have this one, Tony, but wanted to let you know that they've been together for many, many years and finally decided that they would tie the knot. So I had the honor to do that for Wendy's friend. It was absolutely wonderful. And then I also wanted to mention that I have a partnership going on with Elaine, who was at our lunch yesterday. So that's a referral for Phoenix because I invited her to come to the lunch, I should say. I was coming for breakfast yesterday morning and changed my mind once I saw the text. So thank goodness I double checked before I left. Anyways, that's it for me. And I'm looking forward to Carmina's talk today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Penny Lee. And over to Jacqueline.
Good morning, everyone. On this beautiful rainy day, let's hope you'd consider taking a long, deep breath as you walk out the door and lift your shoulders and take them back and welcome the rain. Exactly what Crimea had said. What we do when we welcome the rain to water our plants, to bring more joy into our world. That's what I help people do when they're looking at, do I move or do I refinance? Can I pay out debt? When they're taking that beautiful long deep breath, sometimes they say out loud, I can't afford to live in my house. I don't know what to do. So I ask them to have a seat, grab a cup of tea, Let's talk about what your budget looks like. Let's talk about how many payments you may or may not have missed. Let's talk about what income could be coming in if you so chose. It's not just about the mortgages, it's about people's lifestyle. It's not just about the mortgages, it's about people's next steps. It's not just about the mortgages, it's about living the life that Penny Lee suggests that we live in gratitude. When you're looking for strategies for your mortgage money, you always want to pick up the phone and call your mortgage honey.
Thank you, Jacqueline. And Sam, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Tony. Good morning, everyone. Sam Stores, connectedcars.ca. There's my contact information in the chat. You know what I do, dash cameras mostly, things like this. Keep her safe in your car. When it comes to accidents, you'll get the finger pointed at you that caused the accident when actually it was not you caused the accident. Independent, and it works every time when you go to court. The device will not lie when it comes to who's at fault when it comes to an accident. Besides that, I do oil change, brake jobs, wheel bearings like I did yesterday in vehicle. Unfortunately, I missed the luncheon yesterday because of that. But I I did order a smoked salmon from Dave to make up for it, hopefully. He said I won't get it till September, but that's okay. I can wait till September. These days I'm doing lots of car cleaning. In fact, I did 3 last week. One included one of our members, Q Nguyen. I did a car for her. I think it's the 3rd time I've done her car, 3 years straight. But I did one for my neighbor, actually 2, her and then her husband after she gave me her referral. And what was really nice was her dad took a look at her car after I cleaned it, and he said, it hasn't been that clean since it was brand new. So that was a very nice compliment I got from her father. Let's see here. Besides, let's see. I mentioned Dave. I mentioned Q, and oh yes, Swag. There, Bernie. I'm going to be away because I'll be at our cottage 7 hours away. I will miss the golf tournament, but I'm going to provide 10 T-shirts. And Tony, if it's okay with you, I'll drop them off at the meeting on Monday. To you, I don't think Bernie will be around, so I'll drop them off so you can have them for the golf tournament.
Perfect. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. That's awesome. And just a quick announcement. You wanted to mention that Norm is one of our members in this chapter. And recently, several days ago, he had an accident, tried to miss what looked like a wolf, he said, or a dog. He tried to swerve around it and ended up losing control of his vehicle and ended up in the ditch. The car might be written off, but he is okay. They were in hospital for a short time. But yeah, this is one of the things that you just watch when you're driving. That if it's going to be a life-threatening thing, you have to make a choice where it's. I love animals, but when they are like that, you have to make the decision. I think even in the driving test, I think Penny Lee had mentioned that there are some times where you have to make the decision if it's your life or the animal. You can always see. But anyway, the dog was fine. everything was fine there. But yeah, so we were sending our hugs to Norm and his wife, and hopefully they'll have a quick recovery and that. So just wanted you guys to know. Okay, and over to Bernie.
Oh, folks, good morning. How are you this fine, dry day? Indoors, we're nice and dry. This is nice. If you're at Blues Fest, it was dry actually yesterday evening with a slight misting, so that's good. Last Thursday, not so much so. So what do I do? Well, I connect businesses. I'm a business concierge. You tell me what you do. You end up talking about things that are unique about yourself, and I try to pair you up with other people. East Trade Winds is part of that process. Starts September 3rd. Other part of the process is the golf tournament. It's another networking opportunity for people to have a good chat with folks you might not know. And I just also want to do a shout out to Norm and Steve Breckenmeyer for doing the sponsorship. Obviously Eric Perron for the sponsorship. And then for Emma being she's going to be the photographer on site. Dwight and Nicole Thompson, they're going to be doing a little bit of catering in that space. And for Cat Herd for helping promote the content. So you'll start seeing those elements unfold on LinkedIn and on Facebook. So they're already those thank yous are already programmed in the system, which beholds another piece. It's really inexpensive marketing just to sponsor. A minimum is $100. You know, you're going to get more churn and more exposure. So anyhow, that's kind of the stuff that's going on. Connection wise, I did 3 different referrals to 3 different realtors. Someone was looking for their sons to have a room. So Lana, Eric, and Wendy all got, hey, this person is looking for help. So you can notch up the 3 more knots in the or marks in the list there for you, Tony. And that's it. Over to you.
Okay, thank you, Bernie. Hi, everybody. Tony Jennings from Higher Self. I'm the spirit guy of the group. I'm a medium and clairvoyant. I give readings, and when people are feeling a little bit off, they usually will come in personally, or we can do it online, and we could give you a personal tuning session. And what that does is it's a sound frequency thing. It's just like a massage, but there's no physical touch. I work on the outside of the body, the auric field, and that's where all of the health, all the moods, everything starts. If you're feeling good, your aura is amazing. If you're not feeling good, if you're depressed and you're down, your aura is just above your body. Usually it's about several feet from your body when you're feeling great. It's just like weather. When there's no clouds, you feel good. You feel like going outside, you know, grabbing an ice cream for no reason. Well, there's always a reason for that, but you just feel good, and you feel like doing things on a nice sunny day. When it's cloudy and, you know, we are feeling a little down. So the idea is to have your internal weather always in top shape. Every Friday at 1:30, I do a free meditation class, and this is on Eastern Standard Time. We have different topics every week. Last week we talked about mind chatter. This is the voice and the monkey conversation that goes on when you try to do something and it says, "Nah, you can't do that. You're not good enough. You don't have enough money. You don't have enough friends. You're not tall enough. You're the wrong gender. Whatever." It's always those things that we talk to ourselves about, and that we need to sort of curb, because it gets in the way of progress. It gets in the way of you. Some stories that I've heard, just when you have so much mind chatter, is that can get in the way of a relationship. If you feel something for someone, but they don't know you like them, you know, by saying something, but the mind chatter is I'll probably get rejected. So we're going to be talking about this again. It'd be mind chatter 2, and we're going to talk about how to quiet the mind to the point where we can start to really build something. Okay. So hopefully we'll see you on that. And if you can't make it to that, we have recordings that we could arrange for you, and you get that every week. Tony Jennings from Higher Self, where we are here to raise your spirits at any cost. Every week we have one particular member that has more of an opportunity to talk about their business, to talk about their industry, than in about a minute or two. And this week we are showcasing Krimina Petrova. She's with Langdon's Flowers, and of course, how can you not feel good with flowers around? They're great things to have in the home. It provides oxygen, but also it has an immense value that scientists are seeing, that flowers have great powers. And Krimina, take it away. It's all yours.
Thank you, Tony. You're talking about feeling good, going out for an ice cream. How about cutting the calories and going to the flower shop? Seeing beauty in flowers could awaken humans, right? And you're going to enjoy that. Langdon's Flowers has a full range of plants, cut flowers. It's conveniently located on Bank Street, just south of Riverside and between Riverside and Kilbourne. It's very central location. The staff is very friendly. They're making sure that everything is presentable, everything is fresh. Right now, the store is stocked up with so many plants that have different leaves, different shapes, It's appropriate for everybody. If you ever have difficult time choosing the right plants, you're welcome to talk to our staff. They'll be happy to help you. Which plant is good for you? That's depending on the light you have, on the care you're willing to provide. So our staff is there to help you. So give it a chance. Just go to the flower shop, enjoy, and you're going to feel better. And you're not going to have the calories of the ice cream. So we're celebrating life one petal at a time at the flower shop, and we're enjoying working with flowers. Flowers just create a beautiful atmosphere. They convey different feelings. People send flowers for different occasions, whether it's sad to make you feel better or for a happy occasion to uplift the mood as well. I had a customer that used to come every Friday and will buy only one rose. Every Friday of the year, whether it's a birthday, whether it's a Valentine's, whether it's New Year, he will come one rose to his wife. What a nice gesture. And that rose probably creates a lovely atmosphere in their home. It brings smiles to them. They enjoy it. They watch it bloom. So talking about rewarding aspects of flowers, just try it and give it a chance. And a home without plants, I feel that there will be something missing in it. So go to the flower shop, get some plants, and enjoy them. You don't have to be a master of plants to know how to take care of them. Especially these days on Google, they have everything, all the information. So you just need to know the plant's name and find out how to take care of that, or the staff at Langdon's Flowers will be happy to help you. Yesterday, I had a customer that bought a plant. I gave her the name. She was very happy with the plant and she brought it home. She said she found all the information that she needs to take care of the plant, and she was very happy and enjoyed the plant. So I can't tell you how to choose plants. All the plants have their beauty. All the plants are appropriate for everybody. Some people like cactuses, even though they have thorns. I like roses, they have thorns. So just enjoy what you like and see what at the moment you're going to choose to feel better about that. And just enjoy the bewitching beauty of the flowers. Flowers are celebrated for centuries, and some people just need to go to the flower shop to understand what flowers can make for them. So I am open for all questions that you have. If you like to see more of Langdon's Flowers, you can visit our website, langdonsflowers.com. All members of PBEX can enter the code that is with special discount for them, PBEX 2024, and take advantage of that. Even if you visit the flower shop, you can claim your code and get the special as well, which will help you with your purchase. And just enjoy the flowers. I'm ready to answer all questions. Just wanted to mention that.
So is that promo code PBEX 2024?
Yes.
Okay.
It's for all members of PBEX. So as I said, we're celebrating life. So we do all occasions. Any pictures you have, you can bring to us. The designers will be happy to assist you. They do an amazing job, whether it's for a wedding, whether it's for celebrating life, for funeral, for any occasion as well. So I really urge you to walk to the flower shop and enjoy the flowers.
Mm.
I'm ready to answer any questions you have, whether it's for cut flowers or for plants. So
Carmina,
feel free to let me know.
Carmina, for succulents, like I know that there are a lot of different types of succulents, and the ones that hang down, are they like, do you need to water them directly in the pot, or do you spray them? Because I know some of them absorb the moisture from the air. So I was just curious, like for succulents, do you water them weekly, or do you just water them like once a month, or do you spray them, or do you do both?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. All plants need different care. Succulents in particular, just to know that you have a succulent, usually their leaves are thicker than normal plants. So that's how they store their water supplies. So therefore, they don't need much watering. They would not like a lot of watering. So
You
in
just
the summertime, I would suggest watering them once every 2 weeks. In the winter, once a month.
Okay.
wow.
The best thing is to have them at a sunny location because succulents like a lot of sun. And succulents bloom. They have amazing flowers, but not many people realize that they have to put the care, provide the right conditions in order for them to bloom. So the blooms of the succulents usually look like a rose or like an orchid. They are beautiful, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to enjoy them.
Perfect.
So any succulents need less water.
And do you fertilize them as well, or they don't really need a lot of fertilization?
They don't really need that much fertilizer. If you would like to use fertilizer, springtime is the best time.
Spring?
Yes, to fertilize any plants.
Okay.
So just do it very sparingly, maybe once every 2 months.
Okay, perfect. Perfect, thank you.
So how would you do that? You just mix it with water and spray it on? Because in some ways the succulents they're so big you can't really always get to the soil because they're sometimes the succulents is the size of the pot.
Yeah.
Just spray it on or
Well, there are two different ways you can do it. Either you can have a watering can with a spot and you can just stick it
okay.
in the soil, or you can put the pot in a water container where they can absorb the water from the bottom.
Okay. Okay.
And
Right.
actually, they don't like that much being sprayed since
Okay.
they like the heat. So they will prefer to be water from the bottom.
Okay, so I just got a snake plant. I know that's not a succulent, but I know that they don't need a lot of water. So I was wondering, is it good to have a snake plant in a self-watering pot, like, where the water's underneath and it just sucks what it needs, or is it better not to leave it in a pot like that?
Do you have it indoor or outdoor?
Inside.
Indoor. First of all, it has to be at the very sunny location if you would like that to bloom.
Okay. I didn't even know snake plants bloom.
They bloom and the flowers are like an orchid.
Oh, wow.
They're
Okay.
beautiful, yes. So what I like to do is take them out in the summertime and slowly and gradually move them to a sunny location where they can get a lot of sun, and then coming September, they start blooming. But
Oh,
if you
wow.
like if you prefer to keep that at home, they tolerate no light as well, which is the best plant for snake plants.
Yeah.
I would suggest you water them very minimal. Maybe watering pot, it's not the best thing
Okay.
unless you keep it on a dry site.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
So forget to water it. So forget to water it on a regular basis.
Flowers are great power.
Have great powers.
Oh, have great powers. Yes, they do.
And
I
any
thought that
other
was very,
questions
very
about
good of you, Tony.
plants? Any other questions about plants?
Well, we were
Are there-
talking about.
Sam, I would like to tell Sam that they can collect rainwater and water their peace lily at home. That's
It's doing great.
Yeah, that's going to, your peace lily will be very happy with that. And I'm happy you're enjoying that.
Oh yeah, it's the conversation piece of our house right now.
Great.
Yeah, when it came in, it was it had a little a couple of leaves were down, but looks like you're giving it lots of love and it's reacting anyway. I think it likes you.
I think
Yes,
it likes my
that's
wife
it.
and my daughter.
Yeah.
That's it. Plants are like pets. They like to be taken care of. They like to be admired, and they're going to perform for you. If you neglect them, of course, they're not going to be happy about it, and they will show you that they're not happy about it. So I know probably it sounds too much for people in our busy daily lives to have extra something to take care of. But once you learn to take care of that plant and that plant is happy, it's going to make you happy. It's going to bring a smile to you, and you're going to be proud that you took care of that plant. So I think I finished with my presentation. I just like to say to the group, thank you for all your support, encouragement, and connections. And I would like to remind you using the PBEX 2024 for any purchases that you have. So if you have any other questions, feel free to let me know.
Yeah, go ahead, Sam.
Also, I had a bum with Susan Epps yesterday. We had discussed her products, and I've introduced her to my work as well. So we are going to have a follow-up meeting too. I've tried to reach Terry Black as well, and that was not successful, but I'll try again.
Okay. Yeah, she's in the transition now, so yeah, she will be back very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. And yeah, Sam, did you have a question?
I have a plant story, if you don't mind, if I have time. Yes.
Yeah.
Time. We lived in Vancouver previous to moving to Ottawa, and we visited some friends in Calgary, and we went to Drumheller, if you know where that is. That's where the very dry, and it's the dinosaur bones and things that you find out there. Anyway, I found a prickly pear cactus at the time, so I liberated it and brought it back to our place in Vancouver. Believe it or not, but this cactus is still with us since our move to Ottawa in 1993. So it's been with us 27, almost 30 years now. And it's still growing. It's not growing, it's still alive. It goes through the winter, believe it or not. It's always been outside. And it's still about so high, still prickly pear cactus. I didn't even know we had cactus in Canada, but believe it or not, we do. And I have one here in Ottawa.
Yes,
my
that's
story.
great. Prickly pear are one of the cactuses that can withstand our winter.
Really?
They're extremely slow growing plants, so they're not going to do much, but they're just happy to be there.
Does it bloom?
Um,
It's never bloomed.
Flower?
It's never bloomed, but it's underneath our barbecue right now. It doesn't like water, obviously. It's a cactus, but it loves the sunshine in the afternoon. It's the south-facing side of our house and well protected, so it gets very little water and lots of sun.
and it never bloomed before.
No,
I believe they're blooming, but they have to reach a certain age to bloom.
After 30 years, we're all set.
Then we may, when it blooms, maybe we can do the meeting of PBEX there as well
There
to
you
watch it
go.
bloom.
Every 30 years, there's a bloom, and it lasts for like 12 seconds.
It's funny, Sam, that you mentioned that cactus, because I have a friend, I had gone to see her in Hammond, and she's got her whole front veranda, you know, where it's right up against the house where it's very dry usually. She's got a patch of them that grow there, and I was like, I didn't know we had cactuses outside here in Canada. And then my daughter mentioned she went to a horticultural society meeting in Chesterville, where she lives, and one of the ladies had a garden with lots of these, and so she was giving them away. So my daughter has transplanted one to her yard as well. So yeah, it was surprising to find out that here in Canada, especially in Ottawa, where it's cold, that these survive. So I wanted to mention to you, Carmina, I don't know if you know this, but my sister-in-law passed away the beginning of June, and so we're doing a memorial for her, a tree planting, and I'm putting
So
together.
sorry to hear that. Yeah.
Thank you, a ceremony for her, and she loved lilacs. So I actually, it was a different tree we were going to plant, and I was calling around. So I did call your place to find out if you had the tree that they wanted to plant, but they wouldn't be until September. So anyways, I did attempt to get this from you. And so they found
Thank you.
a different tree because they couldn't get this other tree. And so we're going to plant a lilac in her honor. And so I did some research. And did you know that there are no lilacs, you might know this, that are native to Canada? They've all been imported by settlers, like when they first came over to settle here, and they planted them as protection around their homes, windbreaks and stuff like that. But they don't seed, like their seeds don't float and propagate. It's all by the root system. So
Roots.
yeah, so I found that very fascinating that all lilacs are imported, or not imported, but were brought over here, and that if you see lilacs in a field, for example, it's because there used to be a house there.
That's a very interesting, yes.
Wow.
A lot of plants and trees are imported to Canada because of the climate we have here. And for the zone that we have with the harsh winters, not every plant or tree will survive. There are certain plants that have difficult time, but those pear cactuses apparently are strong enough to withstand the winter.
That's amazing. That's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because we have pretty cold winters here. It was minus 35 or 34 degrees at one point over the winter. So it's
Yeah, which is a harsh weather for plants. Plants are sensitive, and most of the plants that survive as flowering plants and bushes, we have to cut them down. So this way we're protecting their root system because the heat and the water travels down to the roots. So this way we're protecting them, and that's how they live in our gardens. Certain plants can live outside all summer, but they have to be brought inside in the winter just because they cannot withstand the cold.
Carmina,
Carmina, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. Curious, can you maybe for your next presentation talk about edible flowers that we can actually eat?
Um,
Like
I
you
can
can
I
bake in
can
muffins and stuff.
I can do that. Just they're not available at our flower shop. Actually, we can order them because it's a special order and they're quite pricey, to be honest with you, because I've done that for weddings before.
Right.
Ah,
For edible flowers, next time I can give you a list of plants that you can grow in your garden
Okay.
and you can decorate your plates and enjoy them for
Okay,
sure.
cool. That's fun.
Thank you very much for the tip.
okay. I don't think strawberries count for that.
Strawberry blooms count, and strawberries are part of the bloom, right?
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I thought. Okay. Good. Thank you very much, Carmina. That's good. That was great.
Wow.
It was
Thank you
good
very much to everyone.
to talk about flowers because it's a great thing in your home. When it comes to feng shui, flowers are incredibly important. When we go into a place and a person is usually complaining about depression, about anxiety, about the different mental illnesses that they have, we don't find any plants. There is no plants in the place when there's a high amount of depression. So, and they do relate to each other. So, having more plants that brings in that balance energetically. So, this is all good. So, I can set up a BAM with Cremina. I'm sure there's a lot more that she could
Yeah.
to talk to you about, but yeah, flower, they are for sure. And okay, and do you have a quote there, Bernie, just to close us off? And we're right at the top of the hour, right on time.
Yes, Tony, I do. The best way to protect the future is to create it. Peter Drucker.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, everybody, and thanks everybody on Facebook Live and LinkedIn and YouTube. And hopefully, we can help you in some way in the future. Until then, drive safe, be safe, and we'll see you next week. Okay, take care.
Have a great holiday there, Bernie.